Hello and welcome back to the land of SIKA. And when we left off, we had just returned to our homeland because, well, obviously we're attempting to actually, well, defend it because we're having some pretty big issues with overall faction strength. Our faction strength is actually waning pretty badly, and there are many enemies on every single doorstep. Not at the moment, but there have been over the course of the last couple of episodes, and things are not looking particularly good for our faction. So we're going to have to do something about that, and I'm attempting to do that just now. So what we're going to try to do here is right here, I am actually trying to gauge just how weak the Nekenian forces might actually be if we get embroiled in a large-scale battle. Because obviously at the moment, I don't really know that much about the Nekenians. Yes, I know that they have units that come equipped with double shields. Some of them are actually equipped with big two-handed weapons as well, so that could possibly pose a bit of a problem for us. But generally, I don't think they really pose that much of a threat, but I have done something a little bit kind of good, I guess, and I have actually converted 7 Darkwave Knights into my party. It costs me 7 morale, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I think it's like one morale per prisoner. And yeah, so now they joined me. And I'm very much hoping that that is going to help me to defeat this army over here. Now bear in mind, they have 200 prisoners. I don't personally care what kind of prisoners they have, but if they do have a couple of prisoners that we could try to rescue, for example, Darkwave Knights or Blood Lotus Revenge Knight, Evil Flame Knights, anything like that, then that would be fantastic. And then if we can defeat this army, I might try to head on to Pillstrand, which is obviously the closest town to our current location, and maybe we're going to be able to besiege it, because we do have a couple of vassals in my army as well. So wish me luck, I guess, is the only thing that we can really say. And we now have our final perk in bows as well. So that's going to be really, really useful. Going to spend another point in engineering because we need it. Sadly enough, we do need it. And these guys are traveling to Cranarok Castle. They do have a couple of Huskarls. That is the one thing that I'm actually a little bit worried about. Let me just take a quick look here. They're pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good. They have 220 in one-handed. That's the same as my custom units, by the way. A number of people have been talking about my custom units being way too strong. Okay, so now here's the thing. My custom units right now, they have the exact same stats as every other faction's tier 6 unit. It is just a different disparity, or shall we say, a different spread of points. So, for example, because I'm a person, you know, with a little bit of intelligence, I hope, a little bit, you know, just a little bit, you know, then I'm able to get a better handle on what I really need to do in terms of my skills than the AI would be. And so these guys are all over the place. But that doesn't mean to say that they're ineffective, because they have 220 in one-handed, and that is where most of their damage is going to come from. So that's the thing that we really need to watch out for, and that means we're going to go straight on in here and see how we do. So this guy, he is the oh dear, he is the king. Okay, I did not actually realize that when I headed in here, but he doesn't seem to really have anything that could be construed as being anything amazing. This fellow right here, Mr. Hart, he has 33 shield guards. I'm a bit worried about these shield guards. Ah, no, these are regular. Okay, yeah, these are just regular units. They are not very good at all. If he had actually made those into Nekenian invaders, then that would have been really good. But Mr. Fregus, he has 11 Huskarls. He only has 11 Huskarls, but in the majority of, well, the army itself, they have about 30 total, so I think we should be okay, but they are beating us in terms of numbers, and that can really have a very significant effect in many different cases, so I'm hopeful that that will not be the case here. Anyway, if we do get into a bit of a spot of bother, then I can always try to retreat and then just go back in. But my forces, as you can quite clearly tell, are raring to go. And me too. Oh yes, let's do this. Let's try and get some long-range shots. Oh, I actually hit someone's shield. Wow, okay. If only that guy hadn't had his shield up, that would have been an amazing shot right there. Gonna try and eliminate the enemy's back line as best as I can. I'm gonna... it's kind of annoying that whenever I shoot someone, they don't actually die in one hit. But I can't really say anything against that, because if they all died in one hit, it would be way too easy for us, right? So, it's not really that big a deal, but it would be great if we could actually start hitting people and actually dealing damage instead of these guys actually looking at me. Because these fellows are looking at me sporadically and being like, oh, I'm gonna face my shield towards you, sir, so you cannot do any damage. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Oh my. That's the reason why I actually went around behind them initially, but they are now facing towards my own horse archers as well. So of course that's making a pretty significant difference as well in our effectiveness. But if I can just shoot a bunch here, there we go. Bear in mind I do have more accuracy now that I did gain my final perk in archery, so pretty happy with that. Unfortunately, the enemy does seem to be quite... well, they have a pretty large archer presence, which I'm not a big fan of. Let me see if I can just get out my polearm a little bit here. Maybe I can do some damage. Ooh, nice. Actually, not bad. I'm actually kind of surprised how effective we can be with this polearm. Considering I don't really have very much polearm skill, I wouldn't expect to deal a massive amount, but this polearm is just fantastic. It's really, really good. I'm super pleased that the mod actually provides the player with a gift when you become a vassal, because I wasn't expecting that by any means, but as soon as that was mentioned when we became a vassal, I thought, oh, what kind of gift? And usually, in these kinds of cases, whenever a gift is given, it's usually not very good. Let's just say that. It's usually not very good, and you're kind of thinking to yourself, this is the gift that the fellow wanted to give me? Yeah, usually it's not so good. So I was really, really pleased that we were actually given useful items for once. Because most of the time it's going to be something that's either not for your specialization. So for example, it's not going to be, it's going to be like a two-handed sword when you're not using a two-handed spec, those kinds of things. And that just grinds my gears like no one's business, because imagine you spend all that time using a one-handed, trying to level up your one-handed skill, trying to level up your athletics, and then it gives you like a two-handed or something like that. Or even it gives you a crossbow or something. Can you imagine if it gave you a crossbow and you were focusing on thrown weapons or something like that? I don't even know, but that would be really... That would just... that would just put a bee in my bonnet, you know what I mean? It would just be so incredibly frustrating, but... Yeah, I'm just so thankful that they didn't do that this time and they actually gave me something good. So that's exactly the reason why. Look at how good this polearm is. I'm doing so much damage with it. And I should probably switch back to my bow relatively soon. I have a feeling my horse is going to go down if I continue to hang around the melee units here. They have some... I mean, look at their shields. Their shields are so incredibly strong, but thankfully my forces are able to achieve victory here. Yep, here we go, here we go. Got to be a bit careful here. Okay, what are these guys? Are you seriously running in there? Oh my, okay, that's a bit too low level. Well, that's a bit too low level for my liking. Really would not want those guys to be running in to a fight at that particular unit tier. Did you see those fellows? They were literally running in and they were, what, tier 2 or something? Oh my, not even tier 2, I think maybe tier 1 even. Oh, that is really bad. That is so bad. But I guess it's actually not too bad because they are distracting and they are relatively easy to recruit, but if you were thinking it from a realistic standpoint, that's just a needless loss of life for no reason whatsoever. But oh well, never mind. It's not really, I mean, it's a game, so, thankfully we don't have to think about that kind of stuff. But anyway, whatever the case, that is indeed a victory for us, and we are great. We are looking really, really good. I don't think we sustained too many casualties, and I'm very much hoping that we'll be able to now head on to Pillstrand and attempt to take it. That is the hope. So let's have a look. yeah, look at that. We literally lost 7. That's really not that bad at all. And you can see here, look at how many kills my eggplants were able to get. That is actually amazing. That is really, really good. Because I know I said in a previous episode that we would take a look at how many units my eggplants killed. Well, they killed 377 in this fight. And that's a massive amount as it is. Okay, so we're just going to basically let every single person go apart from the king. We're going to keep the king just in case. And we're going to be letting all these guys go, I guess. There we go. They are part of my faction, I believe. They're part of the Lamoka, so it's actually pretty good that I tried to rescue them. Because otherwise they're just going to be doing nothing in the enemy's prisoner hold. Oh, hello there, Devour Demons. Oh, yes. Come and join the Dark Wave Knights in my prisoner's hold. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I have no idea what the demons become, but someone told me in the comments that rescuing demons is really, really good because they become something fantastic or something like that. As I say, I'm not entirely sure. So I'm going to take a look at their troop tree if they have one after this. And there we have it. Okay. So yeah, we're just going to take all of... Really? I don't have enough space. Are you serious? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to take all of that, but then we're just going to get rid of our food because no doubt the food... Yeah, look at this. Look at this grain. Wow, the amount of grain... What? Why do I have so much food? I have no idea, but we're just going to get rid of all that. There we go. And now we're going to move on to Peelstrand, and we'll attempt to take it. But I'm a bit worried about it in general. I don't think I will be able to, but we're going to try it nevertheless. Let's have a look here. Let me just make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Infantry in your party have their melee skills increased while in shield wall formation. I never ever use shield wall formation, which I think is a bit of a travesty. Probably should be using that much more. But I'm going to take standard bearer. Troops in your formation have 20% less morale loss. I don't even know whether that really applies to me, but I'm kind of happy with it nevertheless. We can also do this. Usually, I would say to you every single time, get Famous Commander. Famous Commander is one of the best perks for renown gain and for leveling up your clan tier as fast as possible. I can't say yes to this time. Which is really, really kind of sad to me because this convert non-bandit prisoners 30% faster. If you think about that and the fact that we have a lot of Dark Wave Knights and now that we have those demons as well, being able to convert non-bandit prisoners 30% faster, that is, in my opinion, way too good to pass up. And we are eventually going to get to clan tier 6 no matter what. It just really depends on what you want to put a priority on, and it's your own personal preference in the end anyway. But okay, let's take a look here. Characters in other factions require a -1 persuasion success. That's actually pretty good. I think I will probably be taking that just in case we want to try and persuade people to join us, considering I do have a decent charm skill at the moment. We have over 200, so I might even be able to use a little bit of silver-tongued magic on some of these people and try to get them to join us or something. I don't know whether that's even going to happen, but we could try. All right. Let's go in here and see what happens. Do these people actually have 0 engineering skill as well? Because from my reckoning, it seems like they do have absolute 0, which is really, really... terrible to me, but okay, yeah, no, it seems like, oh, wow, okay, never mind. I was actually thinking, these Devour Demons, they're going to have not very good skills. Oh, no, they actually have amazing skills. Look at that, 275 in two-handed. That is, wow, okay, yeah. I'm actually really surprised I'm able to beat any of them in the land of the banished, to be honest. Okay, let's actually just take a quick look. What's going on here? Mr. Carver, do you really want to fight me, sir? I'm actually really surprised that he wants to fight us right now, because while he does have 30 Huskarls, and he actually has a pretty significant amount of invaders, he has 10 Devour Demons? Okay. Maybe we have to take this guy a little bit more seriously. As you can see, we are going to be making peace with them relatively soon, which I don't really want to do Actually, I want to make peace with this one. No, not this one, you absolute imbeciles. Why are they making peace for 2,600 when I just received a peace agreement for 1,600? That would have saved us 1,000 tribute per day. Gonna abstain from this, and we're just gonna make peace with them because I need to go back to my settlement anyway. But yeah, I mean, that's just inevitable. You know, at this point, it's just inevitable for these kinds of things to happen, considering these fellows really don't have any engineering skill. No, he does. He has 130. I thought he did, because I actually asked him to come here for that specific reason. Oh, now that's very frustrating, isn't it? All right, well, yeah. Okay, I am going to need to speak to the father of... oh no, I've forgotten her name now. Megarita? Oh no, that's actually very bad. That's actually very, very bad for me to forget that. Okay, it's easy enough to find out. Let's just act as though we have no idea. Megarita, there we go. That's her name. Okay, so she's at Gosagos Castle, but obviously we don't care about where she is at the moment. We care about where her father is. Yes, it's Joystick Man. Yes, he is last seen near Phasos. That is up here. Okay, so I'm going to assume that he's... Oh, no, there he is. What? Okay, that was a one day before, so I suppose he has moved in that time. Hello there, sir. All right, so I would like to discuss the final terms of my marriage with Megarita, who I did not just forget the name of. All right, let me see. I'm literally giving him 757 gold. That's how much he thinks... All right. I mean, he's got 28,000. You know what? I'm gonna give him more than that. All right. I'm gonna give him 17,000 rather than 700. Okay. We're gonna give him 17,000. There we go. On the 13th day. Oh wow, on the 13th day. Let's hope it's not a Friday, eh? Vegetable. Ah, I still think I should rename myself to A Vegetable, because then that's even funnier. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? It would literally be a vegetable or a vegetable married Megarita. But what kind of vegetable? Well, we'll never know. So there you go. Congratulations and may the heavens bless you. Okay, that's great. So now, people have told me, actually, one of the... I'm actually not sure if this is a new function in 1.8 or whatever, but you can actually go over here and then you can call for... How do you do that? How do you actually call for your people to join you? Because apparently you can do that. I don't see that actually being a thing. But someone told me that if you go to the clan screen, you can... Wait a minute. Ah, there we go. Recall this member to your party. Okay, that's... Okay, I'm gonna say it, alright. These icons blend in way too well with the font, and in my opinion, it's very difficult to know where they are unless you already know where they are. At least in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I'm going to be recalling her. It will take 1 day and 13 hours. Hopefully she's not going to get killed on the way. That would be pretty bad, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be very, very bad indeed. Alright, so yeah, otherwise I'm just going to dismiss my people from the army. Don't see a point to keep them around right here. And Megarita is going to be obviously joining us relatively soon, so I'm actually just going to wait here. Was that Pelosaur that I just saw? If that's Pelosaur, then that's actually hilarious. I'm actually not entirely sure. Yep, it is. Look at him. There he is. That is so funny. Alright, yeah, so if you don't know who Pelosaur is, I'd recommend watching, I think it's either the Duelist series or the Botanian Smith series. I'm not entirely sure, I can't remember which one he features very prominently in, but he is also in, he also takes center stage, shall we say, in the Trader series that we did. Pelosaur Trader Lord, or whatever he was called at that point. So yeah, I'd highly recommend checking that out if you're a fan of trading. So yeah, anyway, let's take a look here. Whoa, I got a whole bunch of resources right here. Alright, let me take a quick look. I can actually get the market upgrade. I think I will probably do that. That's going to take 24 hours. to be built. I can also manage the garrison here if I want to. There's Megarita, so she's obviously going to be joining us. That's actually super nice. And we should probably take a look at what she's all about as well. So let's take a look here. All right, so she's got pretty decent combat stats, as you can see. Nothing amazing, but she is really good when it comes to steward skill. Now, the main reason why I wanted us to have her is, apart from the fact that she is going to be able to provide us with an heir, hopefully, we can also switch Amaliana away from Quartermaster because they have the same steward skill. I mean, very similar steward skill. So Megarita can now be the steward, Quartermaster person, and then we can make Amaliana the engineer, or vice versa. It doesn't really matter. Actually, it doesn't really matter. So she can be the engineer now. So she's going to be the engineer, and hopefully that's going to suit us really, really nicely. So I'm really, really pleased about that. Yeah, we're going to dismiss her from the army as well, and there we have it. Okay. So, apart from that, what else do we want to do? Well, we want to sell all of our stuff, don't we? Because we're now in peacetime, and we are having some issues, unless we are going to be declaring war against someone relatively soon. Oh, this is a nice horse. Hello there. Alright, that's actually a super nice horse. I want to buy it, but it's 31,000. Good luck to me, eh? Good luck. Alright, let me actually just take a quick look at some of the trade goods. Trading in this mod, I think, would actually be super, super fun, because from what I was told by some of you at the very beginning of the series, you were telling me about how the trade goods are somewhat rarer to come across at the very start, and so that it makes it a little bit more shall we say, a little bit more impactful to sell various things to various places. For example, obviously not fish, but if you were to buy fish here and then go and sell it somewhere else that doesn't have fish or doesn't have a lot of food, then you're definitely going to be getting a massive amount of trade skill. But of course, apart from that, you do have the regular trade goods too. So yeah, I think that could be really, really enjoyable. Anyway, let me actually just take a quick look here, and that's just going to make sure that we're not missing out on anything. No, we're not missing out on anything. So I'm actually just going to get rid of all my saddles here. There we go. I've got to be a bit careful about the amount of money that we're actually getting as well, because as you can quite clearly tell, this town doesn't have a huge amount of it. So yeah, there's also that. So what did I actually want to buy? Oh yeah, the horse. Okay, so it's 30,000. I guess I will just buy it because it's only 18,000 now, and then we can just give them a bunch of my armor, and there you go. We're going to get 39,000 now. Let's give all of this stuff as well. There we go. And give all of that, and there we are. 61,000 from all of our loot. That is actually amazing. That's super, super nice. Okay. So apart from that, let's take a quick look at what Megarita is actually wearing. Okay, we're going to need to get us some better stuff. Obviously, at the moment, I don't think it's really necessary for us to do that. I don't think she's really going to be... I mean, I hope that she's not going to really be getting too embroiled in fights or anything like that. Does she have good skills in regards to bows? No, her bow skill is not that good, so it seems like she's more of a polearm user, so I'm going to look out for a polearm for her as well. I do realize that I sold a bunch of armor and stuff just now, but I didn't really want to have to sort through all of that just to find her something, so she's just going to have to make do with what she has right here, and then hopefully what we'll be able to do is when we next get... oh, we actually did get a war. Okay, we've already got a war on our hands. Did not realize that. Okay, fine. It seems like they're actually doing some pretty hardcore moves right here. So yeah, we're gonna have to see how we do against whoever has now started to attack us. So yeah, apart from that, I should probably do a little bit of buying here as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy... What's good to get here? Not much. The wool weavery. I will buy the wool weavery from this person. 33,000. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Sure. I'll buy it, but I'm very skeptical that it's actually going to get me that amount of money. Oh yeah. Someone wanted to see me do more tournaments. All right. So there's a tournament going on here, and I'm perfectly happy to do more tournaments. It just very much depends on what kind of reward we're going to see from it. I think that might actually determine whether I go in here or not. So let's have a look. What is that? Is that a sword? I think that sounds like a sword. Not entirely sure. Might be good for Megarita. Yeah, it's a one-handed. It might be good for her. All right, let's do it. Yeah, this is a pretty fun format as well because it's all 1 versus 1s. So let's just have a look-see here, shall we? All right, let's do it. Okay, we're against. It's been a while since I've done one of these, eh? So this shouldn't be too difficult for me at this point, or at least I hope not, because we're pretty high level, right? We're pretty high level, so we should have some decent HP. So even if I do get hit, it's not really gonna make that big a difference. Oh my! I've now been placed up against this fellow. He's gonna be very difficult for me to deal with, I think. Maybe. He has good one-handed skill by the looks of things. Kicked him. Haha. There we go. Let's get him. I'm willing to take a little bit of damage here and there just to make it so that I might be able to get a hit on him. Just gonna chance a couple of hits sometimes. And if I do end up getting hit, it's not the end of the world, at least right now. He is doing massive damage to my shield, by the way. I don't know whether you've noticed that. Okay, that was much closer than I anticipated. Really, very much closer. Oh my! Please no, please no. I don't want another one of those runs, please. I don't want another one of those. Okay, let's just not mess around. Let's just take this guy down. Don't think it's gonna be too bad. No, that was much easier. Whew. The difference. The difference between a hero unit and a regular unit is just, it's night and day. It really is. Alright, we're up against Darian. That's actually super funny too. Hello, Mr. Darian. You are in my party, and you are probably going to murder me. I think you have really good one-handed skill, don't you? I'm actually not entirely sure if he does. Yeah, I'm just going to try a shield. Okay, I was actually going to try a shield bash. There we go, there's a shield bash. Didn't seem to really do much, unfortunately. Some of the time it won't. Nice, okay. Yeah, he doesn't have as much HP as some of the other hero units because I don't think he's that high level or anything like that, but there you go. We were able to defeat every single person and achieve victory in the tournament. Super nice to see that finally. Alright, so now we can actually... Oh, I already had a one-handed. Ah. Oh well. What's actually better for her even? What is actually better for her? I mean, she's wearing... she's using this, which is actually pretty good. 57 cutting damage though. I'd like a long reach sword, so I think the scalpel is actually better for her than the one that we just won, which is ironic enough. Oh well, never mind. I guess I'll just give her that then, because she's going to be on a horse, right? Yeah, she's on a horse, so yeah, I think that's absolutely fine. I don't have a problem with that too much. Okay, so yeah, we're going to continue. Yeah, look at this. We're actually recruiting these prisoners pretty fast now. I'm not sure whether that's due to the new perk or anything, but it seems like we are gaining them at a much steadier pace. So I'm pretty happy with that. And otherwise, here we go. We're going to go into, I think these are the Yarians? Yep, the Yarians. They have decided to declare war against us once again. And we took back Wazaki extremely fast, actually. I know that they did take that a while back when the Yarians were at war against us before, but now we seem to have taken the initiative. We've taken the initiative away from them, and I'm hemorrhaging money right now, as you can quite clearly tell. I don't know why that is, but oh well, never mind. It's probably just because I'm running around with such high tier units, really. I mean, there's not much I can do about it. I don't really want to take any of these castles, to be fair. I would very much like to just fight a vassal or two. I think that would be much better for our overall success, because these guys, they're probably gonna, yep, they're just gonna go and besiege something very close to the border, and I don't blame them, because they want a you know, a place that they can launch their assaults, kind of like a forward base. Something like that. And look at this. These guys are being recruited super, super fast. Much faster than normal, so I'm pretty happy with that too. Alright, so we have 2 Devour demons now. I'm looking forward to seeing how they do in battle. They're probably going to die almost instantly. That is usually what happens to me. Where are all of the... where are all of these guys? Where are all of... Oh, hello. Oh, no, I do not want to fight you. Thank you. Can you just leave me alone? Thank you very much. Yeah, so we're going to take Resource Castle really, really easily. Maybe I should just go ahead and just besiege something. Oh, hello. Oh, you ran in there. Of course you did. Yeah, that grinds my gears super, super hard. Okay, wait a minute. Ah, hello. Okay, yeah, I would like to fight you, but not at nighttime if at all possible. Would you mind just waiting until until daytime? Okay, wait a minute. Didn't I buy that horse, by the way? Yeah, I did buy that horse. There we go. I almost forgot to equip it. Wouldn't that have been amusing? Eh? That would have been absolutely hilarious. Okay, so yeah. Otherwise, let's do this. Here we go. Alright, I am very much looking forward to fighting the Yarians. I don't think we've even fought them in a large-scale battle like this, either in a very long time or at all, which is pretty... I don't even know why, to be honest, but yeah. Next time we gain an attribute point as well, I will have to place that into endurance, because I've noticed that my riding skill is completely capped out now, and it has 0 learning rate attached to it. So that is definitely something we need to fix as soon as possible. Hello there, sirs. Oh no, this is going to be real bad. Hello, fellows. You must get murdered by my arrows. Thank you. Oh my, they have so many tribal recruits. Look at these fellows. They are just absolutely falling before us. It is not even funny. They don't even have shields. They don't even have shields. I mean, to be fair, if you're a recruit, you're probably not going to be given a shield most of the time, I don't think. Luckily, my oh, are you serious? You literally just wow. Okay, I was not expecting that one bit. Okay, they just murdered my new horse that I paid 30,000 for. Not a big fan of that, gotta say. Not a big fan of these guys actually attempting to murder me, significantly. Did I actually tell everyone to go and do their own thing? Yes, I did. So why aren't they doing it? Yeah, classic. Alright, well, let me just move away a little bit here. Actually, you know what? Should I be a bit sneaky and go behind the rock? And then snipe a couple of people from there, if I can actually do that without getting murdered? Seems like a lot of my eggplants are coming over the hill right now. Okay, they might lure the enemy towards me, which is possibly bad. Can I go on top of this? Can I go on top of this rock? I'm gonna assume they don't allow you to do that because the enemy can't get to you then, which is kind of sad because I kind of like the fact that maybe I could use strategy like that and get on top of some pieces of environment and things. But I can understand from a gameplay standpoint that's probably going to be a bit imbalanced, you know, making it impossible for the enemy to get to me, but still, it would be nice. Okay, these guys, yeah, they are falling before our forces really, really easily. I mean, I've got some obscure Soul Judge Knights as well as Devour Demons now, and you can see these Devour Demons, they're literally just running at the opponent with their massive two-handeds, and there's not much that can stand up to a Devour Demon. There really isn't. They are just immense. I don't know how much HP they have. I should actually check that, shouldn't I? I should actually check that, because, I mean, look at them. They're just running around right here with the obscure Soul Judge Knight, which is really funny in itself, because I'm pretty sure they would like to murder each other. But they both have two-handeds, which is really amusing. Can I shoot that guy? Can I shoot? Okay, come on. Yes, I shot him, but I didn't kill him. Now I'm sad. Oh, he actually survived. Yeah, he survived 2 shots. How unfortunate. Oh well, never mind. We actually ended up losing only 1 unit total, and that was a... Are you serious? That was a Dark Wave Knight? Really? Ah, well, that happens, doesn't it? Yeah, that happens way too often. Way too often. Alright, we're just going to be letting everyone go right here. Let's just take a quick look at the prisoners, make sure that we're not missing out any of those amazing units that we could potentially rescue. Nope, doesn't seem like it, unfortunately. We'll be taking all the loot, and there we have it. Alright, so seems like our new opponent will be the Yarians for a significant amount of time. I might call for another army myself as well, because I would like to try and take something. I'm actually thinking that what I will do is I will swing all the way around for the next episode. I will go all the way around here, and then go to Haiquan, and then literally try to take that with my army, whatever it is, because that's right next to my other town, and it makes sense. Geographically, it makes sense. So I'm hopeful that we will maybe, just maybe, be able to pull that off, but it very much depends on my engineering skill. My engineering skill is so bad. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.